Everybody, welcome to That's Football. England 0, Slovenia 0. And I tell you, if anybody in the England team, players, management, coach, FA, think there's a positive to spin on that, you're having a laugh. That was absolutely abysmal. All I've heard over the weekend is yap, 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 yap. Oh, we can't say that. You can't say this. Oh, criticism's not very fair. That's their response to criticism. As I said on the watch-along, that's like finding out your mate's been beat up and saying, I'm going to sort that out. And then you go up to them and give them your bloody dinner money. Absolute cowardice. Joke of a performance. And I tell you what, I will call it out because all this crap you hear about sympathy from these multi-millionaires, and I'm talking about Southgate's the best paid manager in international football in that tournament. What is he getting paid for? He's committing a crime. There are people out there in Germany who've probably spent the best part of 10 grand to go to Germany for a fortnight. What have they had? What have they had in 3 games from almighty Southgate and that team? Nothing. Nothing. Just this privileged, oh, don't criticise us crap. Where are your levels? Where is your unity? Where is your bloody respect? That Slovenian team and I'm being respectful, well done to qualifying, but that Slovenia team in Premier League terms would be a bottom 3 side. And England, with that squad in Premier League terms, would be a top 4 side. We've just drawn 0-0. We've had 4 shots on target, 3 of which were shite. They didn't even try to attack in the second half. They're walking round the ground now. The Prime Minister's just given them a bloody week off. The whole country. Like, they didn't even attack in the second half. And what are we supposed to do as England fans here? And keeping Harry Kane on for the whole game, Southgate's a coward. Pure and simple. That guy ain't got a clue. He ain't got a clue. The players don't respect him. You got Phil Foden, who again has been thrown under the bus playing on the left wing. He then puts him at 10 and puts Bellingham on the left wing for half an hour. Then he takes Foden off, puts Bellingham back at 10, brings Gordon on for like 5 minutes. He puts Palmer on the right wing. He never takes Kane off. He changes Gallagher at half time because he'd thrown Trent under the bus. Oh, I'll throw another midfielder under the bus now. Mainu comes on. It's an absolute mess. The guy's a joke. He hasn't got a bloody clue. You may as well get me on a flight. I'll have a go. That's not a joke. Any of you could do it. He is a joke. He's putting Kyle Walker at left back to bring Trent on at right back. And we still don't create any good chances. We didn't create a clear-cut chance in 90 minutes against Slovenia. When we come up against a team that can actually attack, we're out. We're out. In 3 games, he's gone backwards. We're further away now than we were in the first minute against Serbia in relation to plan and strategy. It's just chaos. Utter chaos. And explain to me why Harry Kane is on the pitch at the end of the game. This guy doesn't suit the way we want to play. You can't play Harry Kane with Bellingham and Foden and Saka because he just wants to drop deep and they want the ball. They want Watkins getting in behind so they can get up the pitch. Watkins and Ivan Toney may as well have been sat on the watch-along. Absolute waste of time. If you're not going to sub an unfit, underperforming Harry Kane when you need goals, what hope have we got? And look, I'll call this out. This is what I'm talking about here is not just sensationalist ranting. We've shat out the worst team performance across that tournament, factually. If Austria are pound for pound the best team in the tournament, then we are pound for pound the worst team in the tournament. And people might say, well, no, we're not worse than Georgia. We're not worse than Romania. I'm talking pound for pound. When you look at their expectations, the players they've got and what they've achieved with that, we are the worst. We are the team with the best squad and the worst performances. Somehow we finished top of the group. But I tell you what, that's more a conversation about, the teams that we've played. And I tell you as well, I am not going to sit here and not criticise that. People are spending good money to go to Germany to watch that shit. It's not acceptable. And the FA will be loving it because they're selling shirts and all that lot. But it's absolutely abysmal. And look, let me start off with, Lord Southgate's tactics, right? First half was abysmal. Second half was a bit better. I thought Palmer, Gordon and Mainu made a difference and they should start the next game. But he won't do that. He's not going to do that. He's got absolutely no reason not to do that because his plan in the first 3 games is not working. But you know what Southgate's tactic was? First half, Harry Kane likes to drop. So he thought when Harry Kane drops, their defensive line would go with Harry Kane. So he was playing Gallagher and Palmer high up Gallagher and Bellingham high up so they could run in behind for a long ball. The problem is Slovenia aren't stupid. So they didn't do that. And then for the whole 45 minutes, we haven't got a bloody chance. And actually, you'll know that's true because Slovenia in the first half had a lot of the ball. The second half, he takes Gallagher off. He tells Mainu to drop in. And we tried to play more possession, which is why Slovenia never attacked in the second half. But we still couldn't create anything. He's got no balance in the team. It's chaotic. His substitutes don't even make sense. And then he keeps one player on for the whole game who, let's be honest, and Harry Kane is world class, he's probably not fit. Harry Kane was crap tonight and he plays 90 minutes. And you've got 2 strikers who can both get in behind and they're fresh legs as well. I can't begin to tell you how chaotic it is under Southgate. And also, if we're talking about observations, those players do not respect Southgate. They might have a good time. They might enjoy linking up with him. But in that tournament, they don't respect him. There's no way Foden is playing like that for Pep Guardiola. There's no way Bellingham's playing like that for Ancelotti. There's no way Rice and Saka are playing that for Arteta. Because they're structured. They're told what to do. Southgate's just throwing things on the pitch. And like I said, they're throwing mud at the wall and hoping it sticks. It's absolutely abysmal. There is no system. There is no structure. There is no idea. That, for me, is 3 games in the group stage where you can take no positives at all. Maybe Guehi and Stones. They've been quite good. We're not gifting many chances. But if they're going to try and polish a turd tonight, that is shit. It's shit. And the worst thing about it is that we are out of the group stage with no momentum, no structure, no idea. What's our best 11? Are we growing into the tournament? Look, maybe we stumble on something and you're through the group stage. That's the main thing, of course. But there's nothing from those 3 games. There is no momentum. There is no system. Everything he's tried hasn't worked. We're not creating chances. We're not good in possession. Everything he's tried in the midfield hasn't worked. He's thrown Trent under the bus. He's thrown Gallagher under the bus. He's thrown Foden under the bus. I mean, that's your manager for you. Today, what he hoped would happen is Gallagher would come in, we'd win 2-0, and he'd go, look at me. Trent was the problem, and I've made the change. He brings Gallagher in. It doesn't work, so he throws him under the bus after 45 minutes. Not Gallagher's fault, wasn't Trent's fault. Throws Gallagher under the bus, still doesn't work. Takes Foden off. Foden's had to play 3 games on the left wing. Watching Phil Foden stood on the touchline on the left wing is painful. This is the guy that won Player of the Year in the Premier League, and he stood on the left wing kissing the bloody touchline like they're going on a date. It's a joke. It doesn't work at all. The whole system doesn't work. It's an absolute embarrassment. We're still in the tournament. We've topped the group. What he has got to do against whoever it will be in the next game is get Rice, Bellingham and Foden as the core of that team in the middle, put Gordon on the left, Saka on the right, and look, let's have a debate about Harry Kane. He don't look right to me. He's obviously going to have to pick him, but looking at the way we're playing at the moment, they don't fit. Amazing players, they don't fit. Ralf Rangnick has got an Austrian squad that ain't fit to lace the boots of our squad. And yet he's getting the absolute maximum out of that team. Gareth Southgate has got an absolute embarrassment of riches, and he's getting the absolute minimum out of that team. That's coaching. That's your takeaway. That's coaching. You've got some managers in this tournament who are getting the absolute maximum out of, a very, very limited squad. He's got one of the best squads in the tournament, and he's absolutely getting the worst out of it. And nobody can argue with that. Nobody can argue with that. And, the players are visibly losing confidence. And that's not the fans. Don't fall for that bollocks. That's not the fans. The players are not stupid. They know they're shit. They know they're bad. And they know why they're bad, because the coach is getting the worst out of them. They would love Ralf Rangnick to come in. They would love Nagelsmann to come in. They would love a coach to come in and coach them. And they're just not getting it. It's absolutely terrible. You know what? We're just very, very fortunate that we're not in a group that's got a couple of decent teams in it, because we'd be out. Hopefully, you know, the incredible thing is we're in the side of the group that hasn't got, when you look at the knockout tree, Germany, Portugal, Spain, France are all in the other side. We can't play any of them until the final. So they'll all knock each other out. On our side of the draw, it's there. This is what I'm talking about, winning this tournament. It's a joke if we don't win it, because look at the players. But, you know, I'm tired of doing this myself. But it's absolutely nailed on. It's crap. Absolute crap. He needs to front up. As a manager, he needs to come out and say, I've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I'm the manager. I've got broad shoulders. It's not Trent. It's not Foden. It's not Bellingham. It's not Rice. It's not Gallagher. It's me. I've made mistakes. I've tried a few things. They haven't worked. You're going to see changes in the next round. We're trying to win this tournament, but I've got to take it on the chin. I've got it wrong. You're going to see a more balanced and better England side in the next game, and we're here to win it. But, you know, answers on a postcard. He probably picks the same fucking team and just changes the Gallagher position again, because there's nothing going on there. It's embarrassing. Get your comments in. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. And as I said, you know, Phil Foden has been completely and utterly misused. Absolutely misused. The same as Trent. It's a joke. An absolute joke. And Harry Kane not coming off today. What's that all about? Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.